House of Wisdom today. I decided to come here nice and early. I think it's like 8 o'clock in the morning. Just wanted to get some work done first thing in the morning. It's a Friday today, so it's the end of the week as well, and I just kind of wanted to close the week off on a high. I pretty much have finished all of my tasks on my to-do list for this week. Just sitting down in the booth. These are my favorite parts of, you can kind of see like there are a few of them. I love these because they're just really private and quiet, and they've got sockets and like USB charging ports, and it's actually really comfortable. I think that was a productive session. It's 11, quarter past 11, so I've been there for around 4 hours. You know, when you have a timeline and when you have like a deadline, this is a massive like tip for entrepreneurs or even creators who feel like they have the whole day to themselves, so they're not necessarily being as productive as you can. Give yourself a deadline. Today is Friday, so we need to go to Friday prayer, and that's at a set time. So by me coming here means that I can only stay here until like 11:15, 11:30. Then I have to, go back home, and it's just given me that deadline and that urgency. So I ticked off all the things I wanted to tick off today, and I even managed to make like content, and I managed to make some reels and actually quite a few bits of content that I'll be like posting and editing later. And I even managed to film one bit of content for a collaboration. So that's amazing. And you know what? You know when you find that place that is just your safe place and like the place that you work best at, I think the House of Wisdom is it for me. And I can just feel like I've been able to be successful in the morning, and then I still have the whole afternoon to do what I want to do. We are back, and we went to the Sharjah fort, which is next to like the coast, and it's all about sort of Sharjah's history, sort of how the Emirates came about. Actually, fun fact, there were 9 Emirates initially, which included Bahrain and Qatar, and then they like 2 years later or 3 years later after the unification, they withdrew. So then it left the Emirates that we currently have. But yeah, it was really interesting. There was actually an event happening there yesterday, which is Saturday. It was the International Day of Museums, so all the museums in Sharjah were free, which is amazing. And then they have loads of events as well. So they've got some events this week also, different things to do with like the traditional history. There's like Emirati language class, there's like modern oud making, there's like calligraphy. There's so many things happening, and today was pencil case making using like the traditional sort of rope, which I think comes from the palm tree, if I'm not mistaken. So they gave us like loads of tools to make the pencil cases with, and it was just really fun for the kids. And it's these little things that I feel like are just so easy and family friendly and open to the public, completely free. And once you go to the actual class itself or the event, you can also then walk around in the museum. So we were able to like then have a viewing of the museum at our own pace. So we got to look around and look at like the ships and the fortification, and sort of we were actually in the prison as well. So you could see like where the prisoners were held and the guards, and like there's like really small holes and gaps where you could look through, and that was where the guards used to like look out for the enemy or any attackers and things like that. And it was actually really cool for the kids to sort of emulate that. And because everything's sort of at their eye level, things are quite low, they were able to like peek through the holes. And I just love when museums are really inclusive and allow families to come with kids. And even though they didn't know anything about what they were seeing, we were able to tell them what they could see, and they now know about sort of cannons and how it works. And our kids are very much used to going to the museum. We've been taking them there since before they could even walk or talk. So they're used to kind of going to places where there's things on the wall or things like placed in spaces, and then text. So Sufyan was asking me, Mama, what's number 1? What's number 2? Because we really try to involve them in these things, because these are things that we enjoy. And I think as a parent, if you take your kids or do things with your kids that you personally enjoy, then going out with them isn't a chore, and you don't always have to go to like soft play areas or like specific kid areas, because those places I find personally quite overwhelming. And I think going to places like this, you don't usually find children there, but there are things that are made to be accessible for kids. So just a top tip, if you're a new parent and you want your kids to get into like reading or museums or libraries, whatever it is, take them there as early as possible before they even understand it. And slowly they'll adjust, and slowly they'll understand that these places are places that you be quiet. These places have like signs and you don't touch certain things, and like they just know this now because we go to museums like sort of every other month at this point. And then like I've basically been wearing what I'd wear in London, but rather than putting a blazer on top or like a jacket on top, I'll just put an abaya on top. So I'm swapping like what I'd normally put a blazer or jacket or like a trench, and I'll swap that for an abaya. So my style hasn't actually changed. It just looks like it's changed. But so yeah, anyway, we are going to have lunch now. The kids have just woken up from their nap, and then we're going to, some friends are coming over and we're going swimming. So that will be fun. In our building we have a like kind of communal pool downstairs, so we're going to go and take them downstairs there with their friends, and then we're going to come back up here, have some pizza, and call it a weekend. Like that's the end of our weekend. It was such a lovely weekend, and then back to the grind on Monday. Good evening, guys. It's like 5 o'clock and I'm off to my calligraphy lesson. I'm so excited. It's becoming a weekly routine that I'm so happy about. So glad that I stumbled across this lesson.
كيف أسوي؟ شوف الجزء اللي بعده بالقلم كامل، يعني بالقلم كله سحب بس سحبه بسيط. زين. الحركة الثانية هاي ركزوا عليها. الجزء الأعلى أسوي خط.
We have made it to this place called Lucky's. It's in Sharjah, and it's essentially a woodworking house. So there's everything here is made like in-house. It's all fully hand carved, absolutely beautiful. So these are, for example, mirror frames, and then they'll add the glass inside it when you purchase it. But there is so much to see here. It's actually quite overwhelming. We've just come here for a coffee table, side table, slash a bookshelf, because at the moment we have all our books, but we don't have a bookshelf, so they're just kind of sat in a wardrobe. So yeah, we're looking for something. I think we found the bookshelf, but we haven't found a coffee table that we want yet. Everything here is quite grand. It's for like if you have a really big house or a big space, which we don't, so it's a bit difficult to try to find something small. So basically, you can choose any table that you want, so any wood tabletop, and then you can just put the legs onto it, and there's so many different kinds of wood. This one is beautiful. I love that. Wow. And it's only 1,400, which is, divide that by 5 for pounds. That is absolutely, but I don't know, it looks too basic, don't you think? Done. Mohammed is just paying for the goods. We ended up getting a bookshelf, like a leaning kind of staircase bookshelf, and we also got a coffee table, and we also ended up getting a few ornaments as well. We got 2 like gold kind of candle holders, which are cute, and I think they will look nice on the bookshelf. And we also ended up getting, yeah, I think that was it. I thought we got 3 things. Yeah, we ended up getting 2 things, 2 like ornaments, and then we'll decorate it with the other things that we have at home already, like our jebana and like the mots that we have, like the cultural things I think will go on it as well. And then our books, of course. So yeah, excited. I'm finally happy to get our books out of the cupboards. Oh my god, this place was so hot. Really hot. Okay, really hot. There's no AC. There's just fans, which are okay. They're doing their job. But I'm just waiting outside. So this is what it looks like. So it's basically like, it's called Lucky's Furniture, and it's just sort of a line of like warehouses all the way down. So I think there's like 6 warehouses or something. So even when you go in here, there's this initial part, and then there's the part behind it as well, and then there's like an outside bit. But yeah, it's really nice. It's actually such a nice place to come and check out furniture if you've just like moved somewhere here and you kind of want to get good furniture at a reasonable price. It's so funny because this is one of the places that we had saved on our like UAE like list of things to check out when we get here. Before we got here, like maybe 6 months or a year before, we'd start to get content on our feed. Always get recommendations of like UAE places, and this is one of the places that recommended to us to come and check out. So it was like saved on our list, and we just finally, 3 months in, we finally got the chance to come and check it out.
And the more boosters you get, the thing itself, and it's just collect.
I've just had a few busy days. I've been writing lots of like long form documents, scripting. I filmed like 3 sponsored videos, I think 2 days ago, editing, just kind of getting my head down and focusing. And I think I've had quite a productive week. I've been going to the gym. I went to the gym this morning as well, just for a little quick session. I didn't join a class or anything. I did sort of weights workouts, and I'm getting a lot more confident with the weights, which is really good because I was just a bit nervous about doing weights. But I think here it's nice because it's segregated in terms of gender. So obviously girls are in one section and the boys are in another section, and it just means that I'm not like intimidated by all the men that are like hovered around the weights, which is normally what happens in gyms that are not segregated. So it just feels a lot more easy. Everyone's kind of doing their own thing. And yeah, I don't really do that much cardio anymore. The only cardio I do is the step machine. So I do that just to get my legs like warmed up, and that is a burn. Oh my goodness. I probably do like 400 steps. It's maybe 8 minutes, and it absolutely burns by the end of it. I'm hoping that I can like increase that intensity a little bit and kind of get to more steps, maybe like 1,000 steps or something in a few weeks. Anyway, today, really exciting. I'm going to be hosting in Sharjah, Dr. Sheen and Lamide. You probably will know them if you follow like YouTubers or like kind of content creators in the educational space who have moved to the UAE. So they both moved to Dubai probably I think like 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago now, and they started a network called the PEN Network, the Professional Network for Women, to kind of get them together to kind of help inspire women who are looking for jobs or career changes or things to do with finance, just anything really. And they've hosted so many really cool events and kind of showed them like the development and like the new area that is popping up and the reasons why I would always choose Sharjah over anywhere else. And I guess to show them what I see, because I think when people think about Sharjah, they think about the Majaz area where it's a lot more hustle bustle, it's a lot more like crazy crowded, and yeah, it's a very different vibe to where I am currently, which is in like the new Sharjah, like the university city area where you've got the universities, you've got like lots of like new cafes. It's very much inspired by the local like culture, and that is sort of like the kind of people that come here for the most part, and I absolutely love it. I love the vibe here. I just love how walkable it is, and I just think it's a very different view and outlook of what people think Sharjah to be. And yeah, anyway, I thought I'd show them around this area a little bit. And then that just widens the lens a little bit, so you get more.
I don't post pictures of my toes online. What the hell?
Getting this thing.
Okay. Is the sunlight in your life, your co-founder, the woman who changed your life. Hi, I'm Sheen.
Dr. Sheen.
Dr. Sheen.
Period.
All right. Can you tell me a little bit about when you arrived to the UAE, why you chose to live in the UAE, and yeah, what you're doing right now?
Let me go first, given that I moved first. I initially moved because I wanted to get into consulting, and I applied to like 15 companies, and only one of them as I put down as Dubai. And I got it, and I was like, you know what, this is divine intervention, and it's closer to home, no taxes, higher salary. And I thought, you know what, it's time for a change, so let's try it. Worst case scenario, I can always go back to London. And it's now been 3 years. I've changed jobs 4 times, but still happy to be here. And honestly, loved it and still loving it. And now we're in the business of helping other women move to Dubai.
I listened to a podcast and I just heard a lady basically say that, oh, like people in Dubai are earning like 2 times the amount, like because they're not paying taxes, etc. So I was like, let me actually check it out. So I just wanted to find out whether it was true. So I went on LinkedIn and I found a role in banking, which is what I was doing. And I couldn't find the salary amount. So I said, okay, I'll apply just to get the salary number. And then like, that's it. And then I actually ended up getting the job like a week later. Then I was like, oh my God, I actually have an offer. And then I started thinking about it, speaking to people, and I was like, why not? Like, I'm young, why not take the opportunity? Like, one of the things that my dad said, he was like, you can literally stay there for 2 years and then make 4 years worth of your salary, right? So I was like, that's actually so true. Let me just take the jump. And I took the jump, and yeah, it's great. Dubai's great. Especially, I feel like all of the cons that you have from the UK, like the UK is great, whatever, but like all of the major cons, Dubai fixes that for you, or the UAE fixes that for you. The weather, the taxation, the safety. So yeah.
I've hosted you guys today in Sharjah, so what are your thoughts?
Sharjah has shocked me. Really, really shocked me, especially like the area that you've taken us around. It's just different. It's honestly really, really different. And I've like been going to a few places now in the Middle East just to get the vibe. So I went to Abu Dhabi, I went to Qatar, and this is very different to anything that I've seen so far. So it's nice. It's good to see something different.
Agreed. I've been to Sharjah, maybe 4 or 5 times now, and I've always come here for business and other things, and I came here expecting to see nothing new, but this is so nice. And even now, the place we just walked by, it just looks like DIFC, but without the crowd and without all of the problems of like not finding a parking and the traffic outside. So this is really nice and really convenient. I see why you moved here, and it makes a lot of sense. And it's really good that, you know, other places around Dubai are expanding now, given that Dubai is having an issue with overpopulation. So yeah, pleasantly surprised. Thank you for having us.
Happy birthday.
Oh my God, please don't sing. Please don't sing.
Cha, cha, cha.
I look to the past.
It was such a fun day yesterday when I met up with Sheen and Lamide. Oh my God, it was honestly just hilarious. Like, they are such a funny duo. It's not what you expect. Like, when you watch them online and when you see them individually, they're both obviously like really professional and like really put together. And then when they're together, it is the funniest relationship, the most chaos. I was literally like, how do you guys get anything done the way that you guys are together? Because they're so chaotic. It was absolutely hilarious. We basically went to, I didn't vlog that much, but we ended up going to House of Wisdom, the university, American AUS University, and then they went for like a villa tour in Azahia, which is like a neighboring community, just a few minutes away. And then they came back here, and then I think they just like stuck around the area, and then I came back home, picked my kids up. For me, like a non-negotiable is when the kids are at home, I have to be with them unless if there's something like that's holding me back. For example, like when I go to my calligraphy lessons, that's once every week, so I'm not too fussed about that. But when it comes to like seeing friends or just socializing, I make sure that those things are done either when they're fully asleep or in the daytime when they're not with me anyway. So I left them, came back home, had dinner with the kids, put them to sleep, gave them a shower, things like that. And then once they went to sleep, we went back out again and met up with them to, just chill for the rest of the evening. And yeah, it was really lovely. It was really nice to kind of just talk about things that we could potentially do together. and just hear more about their stories, like what they love about living here. They are one of the people that I followed before moving here, because they moved here a few years before. I think she moved 2 years ago, and I think Alameda is about a year and a half or so. So yeah, I've been following their journeys and seeing like how many opportunities and like how much they've been able to build themselves up whilst they're here. And I've just been following their journey here, so it's nice to kind of finally meet. I'm gonna pick up the kids up a little bit early today because I just wanna see them. I feel like sometimes we're just so caught up with work, and we just forget that the kids are little once, and you know, in a few years' time, they will be big and they'll be doing their own things in the evenings. And I told them this morning, I said, I'm going to come and get you guys at 2:30, so a few hours earlier than I usually do. So I was just trying to, what time is it now actually? Okay, so I've got 2 hours left to go and pick them up, and I promised them that I will do that at 2:30. So I'm going to go get them at 2:30, bring them home, have a snack with them, and then we're planning to go to the pool downstairs and go for a little swim together. And then we can have a nice chill evening, have dinner, have a shower, and then just go to sleep and just have like a nice few hours together. And then we have like the whole weekend together as well, so we can have a good time then. We've got some friends coming over on Sunday, and then on Saturday we don't have any plans at the moment, but I might take them to like an indoor play area. We've got a month membership like pass, so we might go there on Saturday and get a few hours of play in. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you following along with these vlogs. I really hope that you guys enjoy it. I really hope that it's something that you're finding entertaining, and also just seeing what life is like here in the UAE, and the kind of things that you can enjoy doing in the UAE. And especially in this time of year, people tend to say that May and the summer gets really hot, but so far we're still doing things outside. We're still out and about. I know it's going to warm up soon, but so far it's actually quite pleasant and it's really nice. So for me.
Right. Because you're a blogger.
Thank you, perfect. I am at the Entrepreneurship Institute here in Sharjah, which is called the Shira. So Dr. Sheen is hosting a workshop about like personal branding and how to build your own personal brand. We lead a workshop here, something to do with like branding and AI, and how to use AI tools to build your platforms as a content creator, or even as someone who's on social media. So I thought it'd be nice for me to come and attend. There's Sheen. Say hi.
Hi.
I'm just telling them what we're up to today.
If you haven't heard of YouTube AdSense before, I'm sure all of you watch YouTube and you see the ads that you need to skip. So as a creator, you get money by the number of views. There are different factors that come under it, like which countries your audience is based on, which niche your content is in.
Okay, I just got through a bit of work. I was editing one of my courses that I want to push out, which is a research proposal course. And I was also editing my LinkedIn profile, just refreshing it. Every so often I feel like you need to go on your LinkedIn, you need to check that everything's still correct, still very relevant, and it's still kind of pushing you to the client and the kind of audience that you wanted to push it towards. Anywho, as you can see, I've got ready, I've got dressed again. I'm off to Business Bay in Dubai. There's a like a networking event today from someone who I just found on TikTok, and I saw it a few months ago. I think she had one like 2 months ago, but I wasn't free at the time. And now she has one tonight, and it's in the JW Marriott Hotel in Business Bay, and it's for entrepreneurs. So that's what kind of attracted me to this particular one, because I think the networking events I've seen in the past from other girl groups are more for like making friends and things like that, which of course I want to do, but I feel like from what I've seen in the pictures, they tend to be quite young girls in their early 20s. They've come here by themselves, which is absolutely fine, but I think I'm looking for a slightly older, slightly more mature group who are looking for entrepreneurship. So yeah, I'm going to go to that and I'll let you know how it goes.
The exercise that you did was just inspiring. I feel like every woman here really has some idea and really take on this activity. As you said, like find yourself a person that will keep you accountable, make a roadmap, share your Google Calendar, whatever. I did that as well, and just like check the little roadmap steps that you did, and like keep each other accountable, because like you gotta change the world because nobody else will.
Hey guys, oh, 1 second. So I am on my way back after the networking event. It was honestly one of the most eye-opening experiences I've ever had, and the power of network here in Dubai or the UAE is absolutely insane. And now I get why people always say networking here is so important. Anyway, right now I am filling up my petrol because I was literally driving on the motorway and I had 17 kilometers of a straight road and it said to me, fuel empty. And the way I was panicking. So anyway, I'm filling it up for the first time ever. That was actually my first time filling up petrol in the tank, and I've never done it in London. So that was actually my first ever time filling up petrol. It's really late right now. It's like almost 10:30. I think nearly 11 o'clock. So I am tired. Good morning, guys. I'm on the beach. I'm on the beach at 6 o'clock in the morning, trying to beat the summer sun. It's currently 6:30 in the morning, and we got here at sunrise. We actually woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, got the kids out of bed, like woke them up. I know, did the one thing that you're not meant to do, wake the kids up. But we woke them up, we got them out of bed, and we were like, we're going to the beach. And they actually were very cooperative, so that's one way to get them up in the morning. But yeah, so we came here at sunrise around 5 o'clock when it was pitch black, and now it's 6:30 and the sun is rising. It's actually quite busy. I guess people have the same idea. They're coming on the beach. People are swimming. There's families. There's kids. There's joggers. There's runners. People doing all sorts of things because I guess in the afternoon / in a couple of hours you just can't be here anymore. So they've got the right idea. And the problem is when you come here in the evening, even though yes it's cooler in the evening, it's dark and it's just, there's not much light and you can't really enjoy it, and also the kids are asleep. So this is actually the best time. We didn't plan on the kids going in the water because we just thought we'd just go on the beach, have breakfast, bought some Weetabix and some milk and some fruits, and we just thought we'll just have that, sit on the beach, play with the sand. But actually the water's really warm and it just helps cool them down, I guess. So we just stripped them down, and they're in their underwear and they're literally in the water. So yeah, I'm probably gonna leave in, I don't know, under an hour because it's definitely getting a lot warmer now and the sun is coming up, so we probably shouldn't be out here for much longer. But yeah, I actually have not vlogged in probably 2 weeks now. I don't know what happened. I just got really busy. I had a few deadlines. I wasn't really going out that much because of the deadlines that I had. And then whenever I went out, there was a few times I did go out, and a few things that I did do. I went to Dubai for a few times, like 3 times this week I was in Dubai, recorded a podcast, a really exciting one, went out to see a friend. So did so many things in Dubai this week. It was Eid as well last week this time, I think, about a week ago. And there were so many things that were happening, and when you're so in the moment, it's really difficult to pick up the camera. And I honestly tried so many times to be like, let me vlog, but in the moment it's not the priority, and you just want to enjoy the moment and not put the camera in people's faces that you've just met for the first or second time. So yeah, I think that was just one of those things. But I'm really excited to get back onto vlogging again now that things have settled down, my deadlines have passed. The kids have 2 more weeks of nursery, and then they're off on the summer holiday. So we're going to have them for 3 weeks, and then they're going to go to summer camp for 1 month. So we'll have a good 3 weeks to be able to do stuff. I'm not sure what we're going to do. I really want to go to Ethiopia. So I don't know. Let's see if I manage to do that. I really want to go in 2 weeks' time. There's this annual celebration that they do, and it's in Ethiopia this year. So if I can make it, I'd absolutely love that. So I don't know. Watch this space.
Because here we give them a lot of food because we have a lot of fishes. So they go eating. You see like this bowl? We put like separate. But sometimes for the weak one, you have to go and target feed like by hand. That's it. No more fish for you. It's very heavy.
I've just spent the past 2 hours filming 3 or 4 YouTube videos, I think, and I'm actually traveling. So as you can see there, I'm packing. I'm so excited. I'm going to Ethiopia. I'm actually going to be there. When this video goes out, I'm going to be there. We booked our flights and we're flying out in less than 6 days. So we gave ourselves like a week notice, which is insane. It's been a bit chaotic. We had to go and get our vaccinations done, which we all did. Now, like 4 days time, we'll be there. Can't wait for my kids to see Ethiopia, meet my grandma, their great grandmother, which is the fact that they're meeting their great grandmother is such a privilege. Anyway, I've had a few deliveries that I wanted to kind of just do a quick little abaya haul. So let me show you. I've just thrown this black abaya on top because we actually have some people doing some building work outside, so I'm just trying to cover up. But anyway, I'll show you what I have. So the first one that I have is this one, and it's from this company called 1309. So I'm really enjoying colours. I think, when I was in London, I started getting quite boring and quite minimalist, because that was the style, I guess, being quite minimal and kind of having very little colour and being very beige. But since coming here, I've been absolutely loving colours, and I think it looks absolutely gorgeous in the sun. So this is the one that I have. It is pink. As you can see, it has this beautiful kind of thick panel, double fold, and it just needs a bit of an iron or steam, I think. And it's one of those, I think it's quite timeless. I can wear it dressed up, I can wear it dressed down, and I'm really looking forward to styling this. I'm not taking any of my nice abayas to Ethiopia because, to be honest, I'm going with my kids, and when I go with them, I just get food on my things, I get dirty, I have to crawl into random corners and go to the toilet and crouch down. So I'm just going to take clothes that I don't mind getting a bit messy, but I'll save these for when I'm back here and when I can just do my own thing at my own pace. The next one that I have is from this brand. It's called Hem. Very well tailored designs. I love a good tailored item, like blazers, pair of trousers, especially when it comes to abayas and stuff. I think you can wear the more loose, flowy ones for when you are going out and just going for brunch or just going to the shops or whatever. But when you're going for something smart, when you're going to do something that requires you to look a bit more put together, it's nice to have a lapel, and that is really the style here. It's not really a style I see in the UK, but it's definitely a style here, wearing something a lot more tailored. So this company called Hem, by the way, both of these brands that I've mentioned are more luxury designer brands, I would say. So they they size them for your particular customization. So when you make an order, there's a standard payment, and then you'll say, can I have it in like a size medium? So we'll give you the size chart. So you'll say, I want medium in terms of like the fit, the shoulders, but then can you give me like the longer sleeve or shorter sleeve? Or like, can you hem it and like cut it shorter, the length of the item? Or you can give any customization at all, which is perfect because it means that it fits your body exactly. I put it in this Net-a-Porter dust bag that I bought from London. Tailoring on this, like I know clothes very well. My dad used to do like tailoring, and he used to kind of teach at university, like hand patterns, stuff like that. So yeah, I know quite a lot about this, and the tailoring on this is done so well. The hemming, like the inside fabric of this, it's just a straight cut blazer all the way down, double-breasted. So I'd wear it for like that would be the full outfit basically, which I think is absolutely beautiful. It's a really beautiful golden color. I think it's quite, the color is coming up correct. And then it comes with a matching hijab scarf, which you can see here. And I just think that it's one of those things that I probably would wear for like a really nice like dinner out, and I can just keep wearing it again and again with different accessories, different shoes, and I absolutely love it. I think it's, like I said, it's tailored so well. I can't be bothered to try things on at the moment, but you'll see it worn at some point. And this is like the labels and everything. It's just tailored so beautifully. I can't explain. You know, I've been to like the market, the souks here, where you can get off the shelf abayas, and I've got a couple of those for like everyday running around errands, going to the gym. But I also have a very nice collection now of designer abayas, and it's unmatched. Like, and also I now can tell when I see an abaya, I can tell if it's like customized or if it's off the shelf, which for me, you know, I think it's important for me that I look and feel good. And the thing that drew me to this one in particular were the pockets. So can you see the pockets here? It's this like curved smile pocket. And I have a blazer from Blase Milano, and Blase Milano are known, I think they're a Italian brand, and they've got like blazers, tailored suits, and they're known for having this upside down pocket. And when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, it reminds me of my Blase Milano blazer so much. And it's also in a very similar color. And I can't wear that here as much, annoyingly, because it's in wool cashmere. So I have to kind of wait until it cools down a little bit. But this I can wear all year round. And it's just an extension of that Blase Milano piece. So yeah. And you never see this pocket. It's very unique. My third and final abaya that I got designed is this one. And it is from Harlene's. So this is the brand. Again, I think this is a Doha-based abaya company. And yeah, I just thought it was really beautiful. Again, it's the collar. You can really see the style that I like to go for when it comes to, like dressing for a smart occasion. I really want to make sure that I have this like tailored look. And it goes all the way down, and at the bottom, it just kind of becomes more peplum. So you can really see how it drops, has quite a low drop here, and then it just peplums out. And the material is so flowy. And also the other day I was clearing out, right? And I found this box, and I thought you guys would appreciate it, because I'm sure there'll be someone out there that will find this really beautiful. So this is a Olympia Latan clutch bag that I got. What occasion did I get it for? I don't even know at this point, but it was like a year and a half ago now, I think, yeah. And I saw it on Net-a-Porter, and I just thought it was absolutely beautiful, very like childlike, but also quite mature. And it's a piece that will get people talking, and like a conversation starter when you go to like dinner or when you go out. So I just thought it would be nice to kind of pick this up. So I got this one, and I'll show it to you. So this is what it comes. This is how it comes in this little dust bag. And this is it. This is what she looks like. So I got the Wonderful Wizard of Oz one, and I actually wore it on for New Year's. YouTube had like a little party, and I wore this. And so many people were asking me about it, and just like saying, what is that? What are you holding? So you kind of just hold it like a bit of a clutch. So I think it's so pretty. So it has this clip. It opens up here, and then it has a beautiful design inside, like absolutely stunning design inside. And you can see I still have a perfume. I have one of these perfumes like a travel perfume in all of my bags that I have. But this is a Penhaligon's one. I usually get it from free anyway. And then the authenticity card or whatever, that's all kind of here. But yeah, it's beautiful. I love the print inside. They all have like different prints, and it's so tempting to get more, but realistically I don't use this very often. Like I think I've used it twice, but it's really beautiful. It has the LT kind of stamping, I guess, over there as well. And oh yeah, the other thing that really attracted me to this was that they have a numbering system. So they created only 77 of this particular bag, and my bag is the 35th bag out of 77. So there's only 77 of these, and once they sell out, they just have different designs. So it's not like you'll see many people with this particular design, but there are quite a few others that I saw. I saw a Dubai one. There's basically pretty much any design you can think of, they have it. And I don't know, I just feel like it's one of those bags that you will never get rid of, pass down to your kids, and you can put it on a bookshelf if you want, but I don't. So yeah, I just thought I would share that because I you forget about these things that you have sometimes, and then when you're doing like a clear out, which is what I was doing today when I was packing, I was like clearing out my area, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about this bag, and yeah, my little baby, my little cutie. I think I'm going to end the vlog here because this is probably going to be a long one, and that's it now. I think we're going to be traveling anyway in a few days' time, so I'm just going to say bye here, and I think the next vlog you're going to get is probably my Ethiopia vlogs, which I'm so excited for. I'm going to try and record as much as I possibly can. There's a festival happening at the moment, which is when you watch this video, and it's a Harari festival. So for people that come from Harar, is it 5 years or 4 years, they have a festival, and the last time's one was meant to be there in Ethiopia, but it was COVID, so it got cancelled. So now it's like they've missed out on a whole year, so it's like a massive celebration, and it should be really exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to like seeing everyone again, my family, and also seeing the rest of like my friends, the ones that live in Australia and America and Canada, the ones that are coming, and who are, everyone that I'm going to meet for the first time. It's honestly going to be so exciting, and like I said, I'm going to try to record as much as I can. And if you enjoyed this video, then please let me know, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye.